Hope you've had a great week, everyone. Thanks for joining us to recap another session of Rams OTAs. I'm JB, along with my friend and colleague Maurice Jones-Drew and Agent Zero, back for year 2, Byron Young. We're just getting to know each other a little bit better here before we came live and found out we're all born in March. A bunch of March birthdays hanging
Yes, sir.
out.
Yes,
Greatness.
sir.
How was your 26th?
It was great. Just spending time with family in the South. So
we were talking off camera, and you were saying you like to stay here. What is it about L.A. and obviously this area? When you're from the South, you have family. When you're from the South, family is a big deal. But a lot of players seem to stay here in Los Angeles and train here. What is that kind of like?
Just me personally, just come off my rookie season. I just wanted to get more familiar with the area and, make it more home, and just stay here and not just keep going back and forth. So, but the team we play for, family oriented, it's all about, the players and taking care of them. So just being here and with the trainers and the coaching staff, it really benefit me a lot. So.
How about the familiarity of life in the NFL? As you go through your first full offseason, a lot of times players take that leap year 1 to year 2. What's it been like going through this entirety of the offseason program?
Great. I could see, how much I've grown, over the past few months with my weight too. Just every day, getting better at everything, I've been working on all offseason. I could see it showing up on the field. OTAs already had a great week last week and a great week too. So.
When you come off your rookie year, you tend to see what you want to be better at going into year 2. What was that for you? It seems like you talked about size getting bigger, but what other things were you working on?
Just mainly technique, but, like you said, the size. I just wanted to beef up a little bit, going against guys on the O-lineman, just got to hold my own. So just not always about pass rush. I got to hold my own in a run game. So that's one of the things I wanted to focus on, and just being a better pass rusher, learning new techniques and, getting off the ball faster.
The roster I have here says 6'2", 250. Should I update that?
Oh, yeah, you can update that.
What should we put down?
About 260 right now.
All right, so plus
yes,
10?
Yes, sir.
Nicely done.
Yes, sir.
Maurice and I, too.
I'm going the other way, though. I'm trying to go that way.
I'm just kidding, my friend.
I'll give you an extra 10 if you
Whatever
want
he's
extra
losing,
10.
I'm taking, unfortunately.
I'm trying. I'm not saying I'm losing. I'm trying. It's hard. As you get older, it's like.
It's a process, man.
It's
a process. I understand that.
So last year, you could feel your presence coming off that edge, the pass rush, the burst, all those things. What can you take that you did really well last year that you want to make better this year?
Oh, well, I did really well last year. I feel like I played hard. Every play, I felt like I gave it my all, even though when I was tired sometimes. But for the most part, the amount of plays I played per game, about 85%, 90%. So that's a lot of plays, about 60 plays a game a lot of times. So that's one thing I just want to take over the year too. Just have that same motor and don't let up.
BY, a lot of times we'll ask second-year players, like, what would you go back in time and tell yourself 12 months ago, arriving as a rookie? I'm going to spin it a little bit differently, though. What would you tell Jared Verse, if you haven't already, about what he's about to go through?
It's a process, and don't get frustrated quick. It's a learning process, and the coaches understand that what we're doing is really hard. So you don't have to just learn everything at once, just like that. It's going to take time. So and be coachable. That's just one thing that me coming off last year. That's really important. I'm a really coachable guy, just like Verse being coachable and just listening to the coaches. And that's the biggest part. And just watching him the way he's doing right now, and just doing way better than me last year.
You think?
Oh yeah, for sure. Like. Coming through OTAs, he handling like a pro. So I can already see, he's gonna be really special. So that's what I like about him for sure.
It's very unusual for a rookie and 2 rookies that have the season that you and Kobe Turner had. But now with the departure of Aaron Donald, you guys got to step into a different role, right? You guys are just asked to make plays. Now you got to be leaders. What is that like coming into OTAs, being a guy that a lot of guys look up to, a guy who played 85 to 90% of the snaps? You're a leader in that outside linebacker D-line room. What is that like for you?
Just stepping up. I realized, coming off the year I had, and me and Kobe, just talking to him, and we know Aaron Donald, never could replace Aaron Donald, but we just knew as players coming in year 2, we got to step up. That's all we knew, and every day we just taking it day by day. The younger guys ask us questions, and we know they look up to us. We the role model. So just every day, it's not going to be perfect. It's not going to just happen overnight, but we know every day we keep trying and just trying to perfect our craft with the whole team, everything, and we're going to be the leaders that we want to be. So.
More sacks to be had, right? It's tough to be an edge rusher when Aaron Donald's beating you up the middle to the quarterback.
It's kind of hard, man. His get off is insane. So just trying to get just like him.
Steve asked us to ask you about your chains.
Oh my goodness.
I'm just relaying the message before we keep going. He
Steve
was just
Avila.
like Steve Avila said,
He won't leave me alone since he went to I saw it was like a few months ago. He went to a soccer game and they gave him a jersey, so I was calling him famous and Mr. Hollywood. So since then, I just wear this gold chain with my mom initial on it, Jay. And every time he see it, he's like, "You can't hide money." He just bothering me every day I wear it. I'm just like, it's a true meaning behind it. But Steve not gonna let that go.
Steve always has the goods on his classmates. What about Chris Shula and what he's done taking over this defense? What have you noticed in this offseason program with him at the front of the room?
I was great. I mean, happy to hear about, him being promoted because I already knew him and he already been a great coach. And, his mentality and everything he stands for, that's what its team stands for. I love it, So, it's just every day, we getting better. And I feel like he's the right man for the job. And, I just can't wait to get this journey started. We already started in OTAs and to continue that,
See, there's been a lot of additions to the defense on the back, and a lot of guys haven't come back either. Again, not necessarily the leadership, but what kind of, I don't want to say pressure, what kind of challenge is it for you as a guy that is going to need to get that pressure on the quarterback to help out some of the new guys on the back, and even though they're vets, what is that like for you, again, mentally preparing, saying, okay, I need to go in, do you have a number of sacks you want to get, a number of pressures, a number of knockdowns, or is it just kind of the feel of the game?
Feel of the game, honestly, my goal was I never try to put a number on, what I want or how much pressure. It's just growing from last year, doing better from last year and doing better this year. I feel like I had definitely a great season last year, but, this year too, that's the past. This is the present. So every day I just work to get better at one thing. Either my get off, working my hands, movements, no false steps. So just every day, that's how I feel like it's just going to take, time, not just overnight, like I said. So every day I just work to get one thing better. And that's how I feel like I'm going to be the player I want to be. So,
Byron, last one for me. MJD, you can finish, but I want to give you a chance to shout out a teammate or two. So whether it was like a player of the day or a player of the week, which Rams teammate has impressed you here at OTAs that deserves some credit?
Impressed me? Well, I'm going to start with Jared first. No lie, just if you've been here so far and he just handling like a pro. Like, talk about his get off is insane. Rushing the passer, every day, just showing up, listening, being accountable, and just me being a vet and him being my youngin, and me just talking to him, he's listening. He's just a guy that want to learn. Every day I talk to him, and that's what I love about him. He a guy that he's hungry. Like, he's definitely hungry. So he's definitely one of the guys, and I'm gonna say Michael Hoyt. Michael Hoyt. Since I got here, he definitely took me on his wing, and every day, just helping me out, and that's why I'm the player I am today.
Just talking about that hunger, like, I like the fact that both you and Jared came from small beginnings, right? Like, off the radar college programs, stepped up a level, and now here you are as pros on the edge. I'm not trying to put you side by side, but
for sure.
We know that your beginnings mean a lot to you. Part of the reason why you wear 0, and I think some of that hunger is the same for Jared.
Oh, most definitely. I met Jared at Tennessee. He came down there, and I was really hoping he came down there, like, transferred to the school. That's when he was in the portal, but he ended up going to Florida State. But I met him one time, and it was like 21 going into 22, and we was hoping to get him, but he definitely. I mean, we teammates now, so it all worked out. So
cool.
Okay, two things. One, when you're out here, if you don't know that he's a professional, you hear him. Like, he talks, which I love. I love it.
Right? I was telling Coach. Right? I was telling Coach about that the other day. He definitely just bring a dog out of me. Like, it's just his aggression, his love for the game. Like, every day he come out there, like, you gonna hear him. And that's what we need. We need that spark, man. It be some days like I feel like we be starting slow, but you will hear him, and he gonna spark up the team. So that definitely, when they drafted him, I already knew he was like that. So I was just happy. I was like, I got to come out my shell more. So he definitely gonna help me do that.
Last one for me is the rookie class last year made such a huge impact on this team, right? From obviously yourself, Kobe Turner, Puka Nacua, you guys made a huge impact. Steve, obviously we talked about. What can this rookie class do to make that same impact or a better impact on this team?
Honestly, I feel like they do the same thing we did. Just the guys they got, the receivers from the D-line. I just feel like they could definitely do the same thing. Just watching them in OTAs every day, they work their butt off, and it's going to be really special. I can see them, making big plays and definitely just match our energy. I can't wait.
All right, so one more week of OTAs, then mini camp.
Is one more week?
Then summer break.
Oh,
one more.
That's crazy.
Did I just ruin your weekend?
Last year it was longer because we was rookies, so we had to stay till like the end of June. But Yeah, that's crazy.
Any big plans for the summer?
For the summer, we throwing his birthday party for my dad. He's turning 70. So I'm really excited for that. It's in the country. You know, I'm a country boy, so back in South Carolina, we're gonna throw a big party, and you know, it's gonna be great.
It's not a surprise, is it? We don't have to edit that out.
It's not a surprise.
Okay,
He definitely he knows it's coming.
Well, happy 70th. Enjoy it with your family. Have a great rest of OTAs. We can't wait to see you again in training camp.
Okay, thanks for having me.
All right, for Byron Young, MJD, I'm JB Long. You too have a great weekend, and we'll be back with more from Rams OTAs here in Thousand Oaks.